earn your business, and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Welcome into The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
All right, welcome in. Had to get situated a little bit here. This is The Breeze. We are currently live on Brick and Mortar. Got more NFL, though, coming along the way. 402-464-5685 is the Sartor Heyman text line. Shout out to Brett Baker. If you guys missed it, we just combined Fitness Fanatics and Bigger Than the Score. 3 hours worth of hot ones. He had some scholars try it as well. And Brett Baker, always a favorite around the Ticket Studios. But with that being said, we got the host of The Breeze, Haas Breezy, DP. DP, it's been a minute since I've seen you. And Haas, I see you once a week anyways. Guys, how's it going?
DP, how's the weather?
I don't know. I've been indoors. No idea what's going on outside. It could be raining. Yesterday there was some rain over the course of the past few days. I'll ask you, Haas, how's the weather over there 30 miles down the road?
So Lincoln, I got to borrow DP for a little bit. He's here in the DMV in his hometown. DP's spreading love to W&L, to the generals, to people in the DMV. A lot of people need the energy. I don't know if you guys know what the energy is in the DMV. It's sometimes it's not the right energy. It's competitive, it's fast, it's selfish, it's me driven, not we driven. It's not a Nebraska type feeling. It's not a Midwest type feeling where you wave at everyone, you smile at everyone, you pick up everyone, you love on everyone, you hug everyone. Here it's me. And so when DP comes here, it resets everyone's GPS or reminds people that it's not just me. It is we. Flip that M to a W. It is a we thing.
Yeah, there's Haas, I appreciate that. And you know that you are appreciated. I try to explain to Harrison often the world outside of his space. Just because I want Harrison has the eyes of something bigger, grander than I think even he recognizes that his vision and I think his heart and his dreams are starting to grow, knowing that there's a lot into this world and there's a lot of really good stuff in this world. We spend a lot of time listening to squeaky wheels and noise. And I'm a much bigger proponent of pausing to recognize presently, like the space that you're in, the good thing that's going on around you, and the good people around you. As the saying goes, there are far more good people around you than not if you just pay attention. And you have to train your eyes to focus on the good. So I got to spend some time with Haas, and we loved on each other just to share ideas and concepts. And Harrison gets a lot of that as well. So this is a really unique space that we get to just kind of be decent for an hour. Even if we pick at each other, we're still being decent. We don't have to always agree. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is how you disagree matters more than often what you agree about. And you can put that on a shirt because that's where it belongs, to remind you.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. I'm gonna say something that we're not supposed to talk about, but I think of two political parties as Cowboy fans and Chiefs fans. That's how I look at them. And you could say whatever you want, but those are two fan bases that a lot of people don't like.
Yeah, I've said this to. I was at a panel. Man, this was 10 years ago, and I tried to explain what being from the DMV, being from the District, Maryland, Virginia, being in this metropolis that is political heavy. It is the hub, but having to see how politics really works, and 99% of the U.S. Population doesn't know how politics really work. And I tried to explain it to folks as simple put, that while you use Dallas and Kansas City, I will go to the nature of this show, and I will say
Wisconsin.
No, to the nature of this show, it's more like Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes.
Okay.
That, quite frankly, both of them blur the line. Dusty was a former Texas outlaw, bad boy, who recognized that he needed to if he spoke for the people would rejoice and would follow him. And the other is Ric Flair, who wanted to be like Dusty. He literally wanted to be like Dusty. He even changed his name. He wanted to be Ricky Rhodes. He wanted to be Ricky Rhodes. He wanted to be Dusty's little brother, Dusty's nephew. And in that I go back to the story of being in college and heading to a pro wrestling match at the Coliseum, and the main event was Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes, and it was just going to be a barn burner, right? The rivalry was at top level, and a car pulls up to me, and in the car, they're about to fight in 3 hours, and it's Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, and you pull down the curtain and you go, wow, okay. But then the reality is they are paid performers who are given a narrative to sell, and that tickets are sold based on friction. That more people you get more people to the ticket window if there's friction between them. And before and after, they could be the best of friends. They travel together, they work together, they have the same objectives, just from different sides. But the reality is, when they're done performing for you, they're just humans. They're just Americans who are trying to pay their bills. And some get paid more than others for being better at being villains or being better at being heroes. But the reality is, the moment the cameras come off, they put down the policy of the company and they get together and they're humans. So when we talk politics, I mean, if you're from DC, you've seen every one of the talking heads who sit on TV for hours just picking at each other. And then you'll see them at the bar together, hugging and backslapping. And the people just don't know that that's how it really works. So that's the part that, when we tell these stories and we pick heels and faces, and we're able to break down the psychology of pro wrestling, which is a major factor, a major portion of pro wrestling, is the psychology. Can they get you to root for or against? Either or works for them. Either or works for them. If they can get you to boo or cheer, it's the fact that you're in the room, you have committed to it, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's just how we're built, bro. It's sad and interesting at the same time, but that's what it is.
We need the Netflix special, the behind the scenes 6-series docuseries showing the breakdown of this and showing how they played football together growing up, and then their sons are on the same lacrosse team, and so on and so forth. And then there's Vince McMahon or Triple H writing the scripts on how to do the next 4 weeks.
Wow. Right? Like literally that we know that the next WrestleMania is coming, except for in politics, it's called the presidential election. And we fully understand that the mission is to set these two people on track to each other and get the entire country to choose either or. Either or. The lesser of two evils, the greater of two goods. You will choose one of them. The key is the psychology that gets you to the table. It gets you to the voting booth. It gets you to the ticket office. It's not that complicated. But again, most people just don't look outside the bubble and go, I'm just not gonna, like, I can participate, but I also have to be smart enough to know that I'm participating.
Harrison, when I hit my mic like this, did it make any noise?
Yep, you got some pop going on.
Okay, so I was just checking if my mic was turned off, like they do in WWE when you drop pipe bombs and you let people know something that they're not supposed to. It hasn't been cut off yet.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the thing, is that, and Harrison, high schools in Northern Virginia, Maryland, and DC, whether you're in the district at a private school or a district at a public school, at Southern Maryland or Maryland proper for the DMV or Northern Virginia, there are pockets of it where you end up going to school with people who absolutely represent a portion of America that may not identify who you are or what you are. But it's in that the young people start to recognize, it's like, wait a minute, Dad, the guy sitting across from me at the dinner table, the guy at our backyard, the guy in our pool is the guy you were arguing with on TV last week. And then ultimately you just go, that is my job. That is not who I am. Which is when you hear people say, don't punish people for political disagreements. What they're saying is, quite frankly, an acknowledgement that that disagreement is really just written. It's written. It's a narrative. It's not who people are, and to punish people for the things that they say based on policy is simply that, listen, they understand that, quite frankly, this might be a different person away from the microphone. And they also recognize that they've maybe been forced to say some things that weren't for the greater good. But you know what? Daddy's got a mortgage, and he's got to pay that bill. And I can choose a side. I might get more money. Ric Flair will tell you he made way more money when he was a heel than when he was a face. He enjoyed being a face. It made his personal life
being a heel
much easier. It was much easier for him to walk into the local Holiday Inn first floor bar as a face, because all the things that he was going there for became much easier and much better. Much better. But on the other side, he made more money when he did heel work. He sold way more tickets. There's way more money in friction, as they would paraphrase it and say, war is big business and business is good. Well, friction is good business and business is good.
Well, friction's good as long as you're not 1 in 10 or 1 in 16 or 1 in 20.
Right? If you're a jobber, like the jobbers, hey, look, Barry O will give you a different explanation of pro wrestling than Ric Flair. Like the Bronx Bomber has a different wrestling experience than that. As a matter of fact, Harrison will tell you his experience at the ticket is different than mine. It's entirely different. It's entirely different. There'll be a day. Here's the thing: he's collecting data and information. That's what Harrison's whole purpose is right now: collecting data and information, so that when it's his time, he has a really good, solid foundation of how to make those decisions about whether he's going to be heel or face. And that it happens with parents, it happens with coaches, it happens with players. I mean, ask Brian Bosworth, which one was he, Boz, or was he Brian Bosworth? There was more money in being the Boz. There's more sanity in being Brian Bosworth. And that, ask Primetime. Deion Sanders is a man of faith. Primetime is a showman. You have to understand that when people make the choice, ultimately there are people who don't like the choice, but you can't argue with the man. In either case, can you really say that Deion Sanders is not a man of faith or a man of Christ? No, you can't say that. Is he being an exceptional dad? No, you can't say that he's not. You can be bothered by the antics and the narrative and the performance of Primetime. Just means that's the side you're on, but he made a lot of money being Primetime.
Hey, you got to remember those early 90s, and you got to remember how he and Jerry Rice would go at it and then become teammates, win a Super Bowl. He'd leave, win a Super Bowl. So he did his thing. He's allowed to talk his talk, and obviously that Ric Flair attitude is cool in wrestling, but it's not cool in life for some people. So I get that. The 1 in 18 statement I made was a transition to James Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he doesn't get fired because he's 1 in 18 against top 10 teams in the Big Ten. Because of, if we rewind 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, Penn State was supposed to be done as a program. Penn State was supposed to be gone. They're supposed to be banned for life. And this man changed them from nothing and brought them back. And they're always now in the top 5. They're in the top 10. They're making noise. I understand they can't win the one big one, but don't treat him like Bo Pelini and fire him after every 10-win season. Like, make sure that he's still there. This is a man that has created integrity and discipline, and Penn State has a reputation again, and it's a good one. So do not fire that man.
You and I have had this discussion before. And we had it about the Dodgers. We had it about, we have it about our dear friend Doug Craig. We've had it about Nebraska fans will tell you about the era and the transition, because before Bob Devaney and before Tom Osborne had their big wins, they were on the chopping block because they hadn't had their big wins. I think it's one of the worst discussions in all of sports talk. I think the people who are having the discussion you can't tell me that you've won at the level of these people that you're talking about. You haven't won the volume or at the places and under the circumstances of the people you're talking about. Literally, there were people in line who had signed petitions to have Coach Tom Osborne fired because he had not won the big one. And there were people who were not satisfied with 10-win college seasons, not recognizing that making that terrible decision, having that awful conversation, led you to 3, 4, and 5-win seasons en masse, like in full. So, and here's the part of me that gets bothered the most. How have we not learned that is a terrible conversation to have? That's never a good conversation to have. This man had them in the Final Four. What? Penn State. What if we said, are they the most talented team? No. Right? Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about Happy Valley, Pennsylvania. We're talking. Wait a minute. Coach Tom Osborne got some of the best football players in the country to come to Lincoln, Nebraska, over several decades to wear the colors, and somehow some yuck on a farm decided that he knew more about football, what was good for Nebraska football, than Bob Devaney and Tom Osborne. Like, what do we like? At some point, we need to just tell people, sir, you're going to need to show credential. You're going to need, just pause the conversation and go, what in the world have you done in your life that would allow you to question James Franklin and football? Stop it. The Dodgers are the reigning defending World Series champions. And if they didn't win 60 games this year, that man has earned the right to suck. He's earned the right to suck. And James Franklin has his team at number 3 in the country in the Big Ten. We're not talking about, he's not playing Yuck University. He's out there. He lost to the number 6 team in the country.
Poorly ranked number 16.
Oh,
wrongly ranked.
Boy, let's play the small violin. Look, they're one play away. They're one play away. Oh, by the way, they had some success against them recently. So what are we even talking about, right? Why? So anybody that tells me that James Franklin can't win the big one, where's your big one? Where's your big one? Give me.
That's a soundbite right there. We gotta go.
Right, where's your big one? Do we say to where's your big one? What was your big one? Look, you won the youth league championship for the 12 and unders. Stop it. Go away. Stop having bad conversations. Bad logic. That's been my thing for the day. Operating from bad logic. It's been a thing.
Only big ones can talk now. Only big ones can talk.
Hey man. Hey, listen. When you talk about claiming your expertise in people versus your expertise in the game versus actual experts, just say, in my opinion, I feel, and then I can just simply devalue what you say in your opinion. It's just hot air. It's just hot air. Thanks, sir, for filling the room up.
We got to throw the break. DP's back if you can't tell. Don't go anywhere.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. Do
Do you want boots that actually feel good on your feet? Meindl delivers premium German-engineered comfort, brought to you right here from Nebraska. Built tough for trails, fields, and everyday wear, and backed by Meindl's Comfort Promise, so you can try them on with confidence. Use promo code THETICKET at MeindlUSA.com, spelled MEINDL, for free shipping. That's MeindlUSA.com. Meindl, comfort you have to feel to believe.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I could call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Need a tractor that works as hard as you do? Whether you're baling hay or feeding cattle, a John Deere 6M or 6R from Landmark Implement is built to handle it all. And right now, you can get 0% fixed rate financing for up to 72 months on new in-stock models. That's 6 years with zero interest on the tractor your operation depends on. Hurry into your local Landmark Implement or visit landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in segment number 2. The Breeze, Haas, the Breezy, DP streaming in. Well, both streaming in for this Sunday. You guys are always welcome to join in. 402-464-5685. No NFL on the brick and mortar right now. Wrapped up with the Steelers and Vikings this morning, but we do got NFL again later tonight. I believe 6:30 transition over again. But with that being said, Haas the Breezy, your show as always. I'll let you kick us off here in segment number 2.
You want to go wrestling, DP, or you want to talk NFL?
I can dance, bro. Whatever music you're playing.
Man, the Ravens and the Chiefs have played some really tough games this year. It's a brutal season so far. Pretty cool that they play tonight. Who has to win the game?
Well, I mean, I don't think either has to win. We know now that. Well, I mean, we have recent history that quite frankly, you can get in as a wild card and then go on a run. It's way more important for you to be the best team in football in January than it is for you to be the best team in football in September. We've seen those teams.
9-8 will make the playoffs. So yes.
Right. I mean, depending on the division, right? That if you're talking about, and in both of those cases, you're talking about teams that have proven track record for postseason, that we know how they're going to play in December and early January. Now, it looks different this year for a variety of reasons. And there's a time where it has to look different, right? Where people start to catch up because they're the targets and they're the focus. But in the end, good football is good football. And the Chiefs play a design style of good football that is you're able to do consistently. The Ravens, the same thing applies, that they can get in their own way sometimes, but that's humanity, right? That no matter how good the team, there's some days your shots don't work. I mean, you can be more talented and it's just not good enough. So 3 losses is not going to be fatal for either of these teams.
As you said all that, my mind went to where they'll be seated. And my mind went to how important is it to be in Arrowhead? How important is it to be in Buffalo? And looking back, Detroit, number 1, lost. They lost.
Yeah, I don't think it's important. First of all, I mean the team that the city that all of this has to go through is Philadelphia. Right. That just is. That just is. Everything else.
They got the talent and the mojo now.
They got the talent, the mojo, the title. They have the title. Like they're sitting on the throne, and it is much easier to defend the throne when you're sitting on it. Like it belongs to you. You know everything around it, right? You can't defend it if you don't have it. I don't have a problem with Buffalo in the sense that it's sort of the James Franklin thing. The story will be that Buffalo can't win the big one, but they can't win the big one until they do. We just don't know when that is. You certainly don't get to control it. But we like quarterbacks 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, or 4 and 5, whatever way you want to put those 2 quarterbacks in the ranking system. That if they're 1 and 2, they're in the top 5, and as long as they're in the top 5, add Mahomes to it, then have the Jalen Hurts conversation, and then whoever else you want to throw into it. This is the conversation, right? That there are 5 quarterbacks that are a step above, and because there are, those coaches have a little bit more comfort, a little bit more convenient, right? Right. So are those the 5? Are those the 5? So think Mahomes, Allen, I always want to call him Randy Jackson just because it's Baltimore.
He should be Samuel L. Jackson.
Like Lamar, right? Right. They're related. We know they are. Lamar, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, and then the fifth in most cases, depends on who's answering the question. So they get, I think the four is the four. Some would say, maybe it's time to start thinking of Baker Mayfield. Maybe it's those who would tell you that, it's Jared Goff. Some would portion in that, in that space, who are the people? And now, of course, the folks in Indianapolis woke up and decided to throw, Danny Dimes in the conversation too. Well, no, they said literally. I listened to the experts, Austin Breezy, the experts, air quotes. We're talking about that if you had, and of course, I hate those discussions too. If the NFL MVP conversation was after 3 weeks, Daniel Jones is in it. That's why we don't have conversations in week 3 about the NFL MVP, because it leads to stupid conversation.
So Harrison, you could throw in names in there. I know Burrow would always come up, but he's out, so he's gonna be forgotten about for this season. Herbert is obviously up there too. And Hurts deserves it. What's that?
Have you guys said Baker yet?
Yeah, that's what DP said as his 5th guy.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of where I'm sitting. I mean, I know you guys don't like it, but Indiana Jones is a lot of fun. I don't know if it'll keep up, but I mean, if you were just going if at the end of the day, he's up there, if I'm going for the actual long term, man, I don't know. I don't feel great about a whole lot of these other guys. Even it'd be crazy to put Aaron Rodgers there. He's been pretty nice with the Steelers.
Not after today. I mean, listen. I mean, we've talked about Pittsburgh as a franchise under the Tomlin leadership, all those things, and they have all the pieces. I mean, not for nothing, but I mean, they've got a top 5 defensive player, right? As a matter of fact, they have 2 in the top 20. So then you have to go, okay, offensively, did they get enough pieces around Aaron Rodgers to have this discussion to make it kind of an open door conversation? He could end up in the top 5 by the end of the season. Yeah, absolutely. And not for nothing, but I mean, Jaden Daniels is certainly worthy of that conversation as well. So
I am taking receipts on all these things, by the way. CJ Stroud has dropped down so much. Trevor Lawrence has dropped down so much in people's eyes. Those were a lot of people's darlings. CJ Stroud was
Williams
there.
Gone up a lot?
No. No.
All right, I just want to throw it out. If he gets to throw out Daniels, I'll throw out Williams.
No,
Daniels. They're not in the same. They're not in the same stratosphere.
This season, they're certainly not. It's been a rough go for Daniels.
Last season, ever as pros, they are not in the same stratosphere.
Here, I'll. Do we have you next week? All right, no. I was trying to figure out when the Bears got the Commanders next, but Haas, we got about 4 minutes left.
So Goff and Stafford have slipped down a little. So these were 4 quarterbacks that were in the top 10 easily: Goff, Stafford, Stroud, and Trevor Lawrence, and they've all slipped. And I'm going to bring it up, but Purdy has nothing on offense. He looks like Kansas City when they had nobody.
You mean the best offensive player in the NFC?
Who?
Second best?
Who?
Second best player in the NFC?
Have you watched him play?
McCaffrey?
He has zero acceleration. He is legit hurt, but he's playing. His calf is so hurt.
I'd take 70% McCaffrey over 90% of the running backs in the NFL.
Ayuk, Jennings, Kittle, all out.
Yeah, I've said before that I'm a Brock Purdy guy. Like to understand what's done, that gives some credence to your OC and how much he's doing with replacement pieces. But that's part of the job.
I just watched the movie. I just watched that movie 2 nights ago.
Right.
Falco.
right. That's part of the job, right? Is to get through with the replacements. That's part of the. Can you win with the best players we can get you, and then can you win with the worst? I mean that literally is the definition of coaching and development. So.
The point is, Purdy right now is at like 20, 25, 30 in people's minds. And he's still 7, 8, 9. So
You're undefeated. Anybody that's putting Brock Purdy in the 20 to 25 range should stop talking about quarterback play in the National Football League. Just stop. It's okay to tell them stop. Stop.
But that's what's going on right now. He was not on the tip of your tongues either, though.
But no. I'm literally it's on the list because Brock Purdy, what he's doing again. If you get your team, even with a great defensive team in the National Football League, you need a guy behind center who can make plays. And then if you take away his playmakers, then guess what? He's got to make more plays. He's got to make tougher plays, and that certainly is a description for Brock Purdy.
And to the non-football fans, the fantasy football people, the quarterback couches, Mac Jones is playing really well. Yes, Mac Jones is playing really well. He's nowhere near as good as Brock Purdy. Just stop. Just relax. That's like saying Mariota played really well too. Mariota did play really well. He's nowhere near Jaden Daniels. So Jaden Daniels should be better than Jalen Hurts. I'm not just saying that. Jaden Daniels should be better than Jalen Hurts. He has a combination of RG3, Lamar, and Mahomes. And I don't like the Commanders.
But if you I always say that if you were just to flip spots, that if you gave Jaden Daniels, Saquon Barkley, and AJ Brown, and he is a
they would score every the punter does not need to show up. He just stays home.
Right. It is home. Right, like carry an extra body because
they wouldn't even do the tush push. The tush push would be gone because
they wouldn't need it. They wouldn't need it.
Let's just 10 every play.
Saquon would have 30 touchdowns every year.
What is this Commanders brainwashing that DP put you through over the weekend?
I hate the Commanders.
Great, but
I do not like them. I just don't think Jalen Hurts is that good. He only is getting the respect because he just won a Super Bowl, but he didn't win a Super Bowl. That's a Joe Flacco Super Bowl.
I don't have Jalen Hurts hate. Jalen Hurts, I watched him in high school be one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the country. I watched him college win a title with Alabama, and then if Saban doesn't pull the trigger, I still think Alabama wins that national championship game that they pulled him in for Tua. But
this isn't hate. This isn't hate.
Right?
This is people not realizing how good Jaden Daniels is.
Yeah, Daniels is good. Hurts is good in that space, and quite frankly, I'm still not mad at Caleb Williams. I'm not mad at Caleb. I just think Caleb has a circus going around. Like he gets put in the clown category by proximity to a circus around him constantly. I don't think the problem is Caleb Williams. I think the problem is you haven't given him the pieces. Come on, we wouldn't take
all those receivers last year.
I don't know what
all of them. Name two.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, that part.
No, Adunze. You help me out here.
We drafted Luther Burden, Cole Kmet,
and then was it Mike? Which number 13 was the
receiver? Be still my offensive coordinator Hart. You get
who's the Chargers receiver they had last year? Number 13.
Chargers receiver 13.
Didn't they have a really good receiver from the Chargers?
Or I know which guy you're talking about.
He's
that's the 1A quarterback receiver that we're talking about is a guy that we all go, that guy. You know the guy.
Who was your number 1 receiver last year?
Harrison. Harrison, you know the guy. You know that guy. The guy. Him.
Talk about Mooney. I mean, we use Mooney a lot before he was out here, but it's DJ Moore. We had Keenan Allen last year.
Keenan Allen, 13 from the Chargers. Keenan Allen's a baller.
I know, but
he's a baller. But if he's your 1A, you got a number 1 draft pick that you.
Keenan Allen was 2. Roman Dunze was 3. That's pretty damn 1, 2, 3. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen.
DJ Moore, Allen, and Adunze was good, man. That's better than what the Niners had.
I was more that you guys are. I know Jaden Daniels, you love him, but he's under 60% completion rating. And he's got 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Not bad, but like You guys were talking about him like he's like top 5 quarterback already. I'm a little
He is. He absolutely is.
You sound
He
like a white
absolutely
guy
is.
who just looks at stats. It's watch the game. The dude changes the game. He has this swagger about. He's just. It's the same thing about Brock Purdy. Like people are like, well, he doesn't do. No, just watch what he does in the game. He changes the game.
Ask the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions how good Jaden Daniels is. Look at what your boy did against that division. That division.
Bye fans. You're going home, fans. Bye fans. Oh dang.
All right. See you later. We'll talk to you on the next one.
Oh, Hail Mary.
See, this month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
Need a tractor that works as hard as you do? Whether you're baling hay or feeding cattle, a John Deere 6M or 6R from Landmark Implement is built to handle it all. And right now, you can get 0% fixed rate financing for up to 72 months on new in-stock models. That's 6 years with zero interest on the tractor your operation depends on. Hurry into your local Landmark Implement or visit landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up here with Haas the Breezy, Derek Pearson, host of The Breeze. As always, you guys are always welcome to join in with any last-second comments. Where do you guys want to finish off? I'll let you pick up, hopefully not where you left off, but the floor is yours.
All right, so we got 2 weeks before we have another crown jewel, and it's Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton. Who has to win that DP? Liv Morgan was the champ last year.
Over there, well, I don't know that either. I don't know that anybody wins. This is a perfect no contest situation.
Rhea Ripley interferes.
Yeah, I mean it has to be like I don't know who the force was. What's the main event?
Cody and Seth.
Yeah, if you're going through, I guess the theory is if this is a reset, right? If this is a title reset, crown jewel.
This is take one champion, and this is the best champion for the women for the year, and this is the best champion for the men for the year, and they get a ring.
So I think in my mind, let's start with that one because I think the idea. I can't imagine a crown jewel where Lesnar doesn't have the final say. The final say, like it makes way too much sense that crown jewel. Those folks aren't going to bring those folks over there and not want Lesnar all the way.
Cody won last year against Gunther, so he was the best champion, the best men's champion of 2024.
Yeah, I would imagine that.
So you're saying that
no, it's Seth because of the involvement, Heyman and company, right? It's Seth there. For the women, I would think that it's Stephanie, only because Tiffany doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. Like, I don't think either one of them
had 0 title defenses.
Yeah, but I don't. That's just it. I don't. You can't give her the title and then immediately let her take a dive. Like you just devalued the championship. You just devalued this championship. You cannot devalue an entire belt. Like you can't. You just can't do it. And she's on the rise. One is on the rise. One is on the equal playing field. Tiffany's leveled. She's leveled at the top, but she's leveled. She's not getting hotter. Stephanie is
getting hotter. She's dropped down since
yeah, Stephanie is on the rise, so I would think that in that space that it's Stephanie. So that's at least in my head that's where that is. I'm not sure that either of them have the belt by the time we get to WrestleMania.
And then we also have John Cena and AJ Styles. So
why
listening to fans? They're just listening. I know you don't like AJ Styles, but a lot of people want it. The fans want it.
Yeah, I still say why.
I know you don't like AJ Styles.
I just, what are you doing?
So Randy Orton needs to show up. Edge needs to show up.
Yeah, it needs to be in full, right? Just a full assortment of this and that
Fix-
to figure out. Yeah,
Fix John Cena's retirement tour. Fix
Yeah.
his farewell tour. It is
Yeah.
messed up.
yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible.
All right. Nice to end it on an agreement. We did well that time. All right. This has been The Breeze. That is Hosta Breezy. That is Derek Pearson. I'm Harrison Arns. Austin Orman down there live at Lincoln Youth Football Field. You'll join him next for the next couple hours. Don't go anywhere.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party